I had to explain a Family Guy joke to Kathy last night.
That sounds awesome.
You guys know you guys know the 10 banana cream pies? Yeah, I brought that up, and Kenny says, what's that? I said, you never seen that? And I pulled up the Family Guy clip, and Kenny says, you love Family Guy. I'm like, I don't know if I love Family Guy.
Should we do, like a Fox animation domination episode at some point, like miniseries at some point? Where we talk about...
I would just talk about King of the Hill.
Yeah, where we talk about, like, King of the Hill, Family Guy, maybe... I mean, should we just do, like, all the... Like, we should only do one Seth MacFarlane show, and I guess Family Guy would be representative. Even though I like American Dad more.
It'd be so funny to do Cleveland shows.
Yeah, that would be pretty
fucking funny to just do.
I have never seen Cleveland show. That was like... that was airing at the...
Racist.
That's the point. Well, this is going to be clipped at the beginning of the episode, but... Waspinator has plans. On this week's episode of Cartoon Buffoons, I am Wyatt, and who is here with me today as always?
Hello, I'm Morgan. Morgan DeMayo. We're the DeMayos. Universe isn't a real last name.
There you go. I'm glad you know that episode of Steven Universe.
It's a good one.
Yeah, but who is our very special guest for today's episode?
Yo, it's me, Buster, the Japanese dub, because Transformers Anime got a Japanese dub where Optimus Prime just, said hello to the children every episode before the Epic Jam Project opening. There, I mentioned it.
Believe it or not, that was going to be my intro quote. It was going to be the Autobot no Leader, Optimus Prime da. But I decided to do the Waspinator one because it just makes more sense thematically.
It fits with you better, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Transformers Animated. I can't hide it. This is one of my favorites. It's probably my number one favorite. No, Beast Wars is. Never mind. It's my second favorite Transformers show.
Why I meant Beast Machines, but yeah. Yeah.
I meant Beast Machines. Nightscream, my favorite character. All of fiction. How can we find a way to weasel ourselves into doing Beast Wars and Beast Machines as an episode on Cartoon Buffoons?
I get it. If you jump off a bridge, I'll do Beast Machines.
If you jump off a bridge,
if we kill ourselves at the end of the episode, then
we're recording it. There's a lot of wind, and we're holding hands. Well, guys, that's been Beast Machines. Rip Rhinox, and we jump into the abyss together.
But yes, we're talking about Transformers Animated. We're here. We're at the end of 2007. Cartoon Network. All this good stuff. We're about to transition to the worst era. The second worst era, honestly, because right now is probably the worst era for Cartoon Network.
I don't know if it's that bad yet. It's bad.
Yeah. That's true. There's nothing going on now, whereas there was a bunch of bad shows that were happening.
Yeah,
in,
as
2008.
As they say, no D&D is better than bad D&D, and I think the same goes for cartoons.
That's true. So Buster, you wanted to be the guest on this episode. Why don't you tell us a little bit, what's your history with Transformers as a brand? Because this is actually the first time we're talking about a Transformers show, and just animated in general, why you wanted to pick it.
Well, those are interconnected, because this was technically my first Transformers show. This was the Transformers show of my quote-unquote youth. That's how I was basically introduced to the concept, and then and it's basically got that's how I got to watch Beast Wars on YouTube all those years back. And even before the official uploads, because I know they're uploading a bunch of official Transformers shows on YouTube now.
Yep.
But I'm trying to think. Dang, I lost the trail of thought already. Yeah, but that's basically just how I became a Transformers fan, through this animated show. And I remember I saw bits and pieces. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to bring this up because it's kind of interconnected with Animated's production and kind of name, the Bayformer films. Like I remember, I remember I always watched the Devastator scene somehow with like without the ball joke edited out. I don't know. I somehow never saw that joke until way later in my life.
Maybe when it was aired on TV, they edited it out.
Yeah, I mean, like I watched like bits and pieces on TV, but like even on the YouTube clips, it was just like epic Devastator edit, like kind of like the precursor to like all the modern TikTok edits, where it's like epic Devastator moment. Like,
the fan movie. Cam of Devastator.
Yeah, like a 2012 ass fan cam of Devastator. It's crazy. Yeah, but Animated is how I became a Transformers fan, and it's still probably my favorite of the shows for reasons we'll get into. And, like, of course, it being called Animated with the 2007 movie was coming out, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing, alright. But it's even then, I think the title fits anyway because of, like, how, well, animated the show is. Like, how expressive and stylish.
How do you feel about the, like, the original, like, the working title where it was, like, Transformers Heroes?
I kind of I don't know.
Because
that sounds like a MOBA.
It does sound like a MOBA, yeah.
But then, I think it kind of works because it is a very Rescue Heroes-esque show.
Superhero-y, very superhero-y too. Yeah.
So it is like, because especially in season 1, a lot of the conflicts aren't with Decepticons. You know, it's not about this war. It's about like, oh, these characters are on Earth. They're dealing with, you know, random Teen Titans drop-off villains, you know. We'll talk about its connection to Teen Titans, you know, as we go through it. But Morgan, how about you? What is your history with Transformers Animated?
My history of Transformers, if you Transformers is like my thing. I read the comics. I'm looking at an animated Shockwave on my desk right now.
Ooh, I love that
guy. You know, it's also the limited purple one too.
Oh, hell yeah!
But I watch Transformers. I read the comics. I watch all the shows. I collect all the toys. I do all of it, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt, this era of Transformers Discourse was at the time the worst it's ever been. We didn't know what was coming.
Yeah.
This is the era of when the Michael Bay movies are coming out, and there's a very vocal, idiotic minority that believe they are the God's gift.
Yeah.
And this show came out, people like this, oh, this is really good. This is really good. I connect with this show as the last era of Transformers before liking Transformers Online became a death sentence.
Yeah.
Like, this show meant so much to me. I love the show a lot. I have issues with the show. I really didn't like it at first when I first watched it. I had to rewatch it to come to like it because I don't like a lot of the storytelling stuff they do before like season 2. Actually,
okay.
But we'll get into that. But yeah, I love the show. I remember vividly the designs of it. Like the cast of the show is really crazy to me. It's one of the shows that like I go back to over and over again. It's not my favorite, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it's up there, and I really enjoy a lot of it. And I remember there was eras of like BotCon where like all the times they would do repaints and stuff were always shows for, like toys from this show.
Yeah.
And they were so cool. The Stunticons from the show I think about a lot. Fuck, they're so good.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was at that point in my life where I was like, I can't get toys anymore because I'm too old. So but I still really wanted them deep down, and then now it's become a sickness as an adult.
Dude, you were a huge pussy, bro.
I know, that's what I'm pissed off about because I wanted all these Transformers animated toys. Now they're expensive on eBay. So,
but yeah, but like every time I think about the show, it brings me a nostalgia that gets worse and worse. Because after this, we got Transformers Prime, which is a good show, right?
Yeah.
But the online Discourse became a billion times worse after this. Because for some reason, I think a meteor hit Earth and gave radiation to 80% of people who like Transformers. And they all went, actually, were the Bay movies good the entire time?
Yeah.
And that's still happening to this day.
Yeah, I was about to mention that, like people they'll just be Transformers fans who only watch the movies, and I'm like, you're depriving yourself of so much joy. What are you doing?
They're not depriving it. They do not like anything else.
Yeah, those people.
They're Republican, and they're
yeah, those people. TF 2005 users, you know,
Dude, that might as well be Stormfront at this
point. I spent a lot of time on there in like 2008 until, you know,
Me too.
You know, the end of Transformers. I think it was like around when Prime ended that I stopped posting on there, because, you know, it ended and we got Robots in Disguise, which we will be talking about at some point in the future.
Yeah, they're on Cartoon Network.
Woof.
Yep.
Woof.
Yeah, that and Cyberverse aired on Cartoon. Cyberverse starts really bad, gets pretty good by the end. So that's the it's like the opposite of Earthspark.
Well, Wyatt, what's your connection to Transformers Animated and Transformers?
So I've always been a huge Transformers fan, similar to Morgan, ever since I was a little baby. I watched Beast Wars. You know, season 3 was what was new when I was conscious. You know, when my stream of consciousness began at like 3 or 4 years old, that was when season 3 of that was airing. And then Beast Machines, you know, some of my earliest memories are of enjoying that show and being mad about Rhinox being Tankor. Like, I specifically remember as a kid being like, wow, how could he betray them? That's crazy. And then now as an adult, I'm like, wait, why the fuck did he betray them? Like, what doesn't make any sense? Why is he like, he's like a techno-Nazi now? But anyway. So, yeah, I grew up, I watched every single Transformers show. After that point, I watched, you know, Robots in Disguise, the 2000s version, you know, based on car robots. I watched Armada. I watched Energon. I watched Cybertron a lot because it aired before school. So it would just like boom, boom, boom. You know, you would just rewatch it like 3 or 4 times over the course of like a year. And then Animated came out, and I was pretty excited for it because, you know, not to speak badly of those like Takara Transformers shows, but I was like just interested to see, like, from an American production studio standpoint, like Transformers again, in the sense that like, it's been these Japanese shows for so long, you know, 4 shows in a row, that, you know, even as a 13-year-old or whatever I was at the time, I was like being like, oh, like it's cool that it's, you know, whatever, it's back in the hands of
a change of pace.
The Americans.
Yeah, your nationalism came
out. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know, but yeah, and I did see the 2007 movie in theaters. It was a huge deal for me at the time because I was 12 years old. The target demographic for those movies. Now as an adult, I think they're really bad. I don't think any of them are good.
The first one's okay.
Well, I don't know about.
No, I think it's if we put them next to each other, the first one's
okay.
If
we put them next to each other, but as like movies,
yeah. I guess I watched the War of the Worlds, and that reminded me so much of Transformers.
The Spielberg one or the
the one that just came out.
No,
with Ice Cube in it. Yeah, the good one. Like that. Like me and Cody and Broden were watching it one night, and I was like, why is this so much like Transformers, where they have to like they have to like get a USB stick to like defeat anything where it's like a guy on a computer and they have to like use like hacking or a USB thing, like Godzilla vs. Kong. It was the same with that. I was like, why is this like Transformers? I don't know why. It just reminds me of Transformers.
I think a hack will write a script and think about Transformers and go, damn,
that was
I
good.
got an idea.
Yeah. but yeah,
possible.
So Animated came out, you know, I immediately clocked like, oh, the Marty Eisenberg and Derek J. Wyatt, you know, like that art style, that like style of writing and everything, from Teen Titans, and I was like, oh, this is like my thing, because I don't give a fuck about DC Comics, but I do care about Transformers, so this is like cool that they're like doing one of those things for me. And yeah, I enjoyed the like pilot episode, the big like feature length pilot and everything, and then like I caught all the episodes like as they aired through at least through season 2. I think with season 3 it was a little bit more spotty, and it wasn't until the hub that I was able to like rewatch through all of the show like from beginning to end and get the rest of season 3. But yeah, needless to say, like I said, this is one of my favorite Transformers shows. Like as far as, you know, writing and characters and just like the world building, I think is also some of my favorite in the whole franchise, and we can talk about that a bit when we like start getting into the characters, and especially when we talk about Megatron. But yeah, so there you go. That's the baseline for it. So I want to ask right off the bat, Morgan, you said you as a child didn't really enjoy season 1.
Yeah, and I think now that I'm older, it kind of still holds up what I don't like about it, but not to the degree. I think this show is funny enough, and they do it a lot in season 1, at its weakest when it has a human villain of the week character.
Yeah.
And they do it a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And the issue is, though, is that so like, I don't think anyone involved wanted to really make a villain of the week guy.
Yeah.
I think they wanted a villain of the week, but they didn't want to write a villain. Like, I think so. I hate to go back to Kamen Rider.
That kind of I think that's a good
like
insight. I think like that rings true to me.
Like in the era where people were like this, I hate Monster of the Week format for Kamen Rider moved beyond it. That wasn't ever really the issue. The issue was that the villains of the week we were getting were not written in a way where they cared about what the fuck a villain of the week is supposed to be. There's a reason why 4's villain of the week worked, because they were like full realized characters.
Yeah.
For better or worse, either way. And I think this show has that same issue where, like, I think besides maybe Headmaster, none of them were like memorable at fucking all.
Meltdown.
Like,
I think Meltdown's pretty cool.
Meltdown is like cool. Like that's my issue. Like Meltdown is cool, but I don't know if he's anything.
Sure, yeah, yeah, because like, his shtick of being like, I hate robots or whatever. I don't know. He feels very much like this still feels like it's kind of in the same mold of like the DC shows, like Superman the animated series or Batman the animated series, and it feels like, but it also feels like it's in conflict with itself because of like it actually does have a story and like revelations and things that are like, you know, that you get by watching it from beginning to end. Like, so yeah, I understand that like season
and
1's
the level of
uneven.
like importance. And the level of importance of those guys will always have a ceiling because we know the Decepticons is the big plot.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. When you watch Superman or Batman, when they get a villain of the week, dude, you can feel comfort knowing they're going to show up 5 to 6 more times. And they're going to have different dynamics and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Very rarely are these guys ever going to work together or work with the Decepticons or mean anything. And I think that's my issue. A lot of times it's like this is like fun, but like, I never bought in or felt anything because it felt like they didn't want to do it. Like when Spider-Man meets a new fucker in Spectacular Spider-Man, right? When he meets Montana and he goes to all this stuff and he beats Montana, well, that was a weird cowboy guy, but then he comes back and there's other stuff happening. It feels like 2 different shows. I think if this show went all in on that, it probably would have been cool in itself. Yeah. You know?
But season 1 still has a lot of really good like episodes that are related to like Megatron or like, you have the ones with the Dinobots. You have
and those are the best episodes of the season. So it kind of makes the problem worse for me.
Yeah.
Like that's
I get you.
Why are we even playing around with this then? Like this Dinobots episode is so fun with like the Dinobots becoming alive and stuff.
Yeah.
This Megatron plotting is really fun. I'm like, why are we even playing around with this with these guys? Like,
where it's like don't really commit full hog to the human villains. So it just so it just kind of
by the end,
the Decepticons are already there. But especially by like even just season 1, so it just feels like, I mean, like I don't mind episodic, just fun plots. It just what I remember about those episodes more about like the Autobot character development rather than like the villain of the week. So I get that.
Yeah, I feel like the last time that they're really relevant is like SUV, Society of Ultimate Villainy. Like that, and that's like a joke about like, look how fucking lame these guys are, and Swindle is there, so it's like, you know, and Swindle's great.
I love Swindle.
If there's I would say like I definitely have more fondness for like overall with season 1, but I definitely think that it like really improves in quality in season 2. I will say though that some of my favorite episodes, like Thrill of the Hunt, that's like a pretty early season 1 episode, and it's that really impressed me as a kid, being like, you know, I know Beast Wars also was able to do like really like, oh shit, they're like taking this seriously, but I was too young to fully appreciate it at the time. It took me until like rewatching Beast Wars in like 2010 or whatever for me to realize how good that was in you know, that series. But yeah, even as like a 13-year-old, I was like, oh yeah, this backstory with Ratchet and Lockdown and everything is just like,
oh my god,
so
Lockdown
fucking good.
is so fucking sexy.
Yeah.
Guys, sorry. For those unaware, I want to fuck Transformers bad, so we're gonna get into that a little bit here. But no, it's funny that you mentioned Thrill of the Hunt. That was the episode where I was like, oh, young me was right, because my god, like I think I said out loud, I was like, this episode is still so good. Why the fuck am I pretending Bulkhead's going to gain any real character development from fucking Headmaster? Get the shit
right, yeah.
Like, that was me. Like, and I think, like, as we got on, we started getting villains of the week who were, like, Transformers. I was like, oh, no, this is real. Like, literally, I will never forget when the Constructicons show up.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. This is a really solid comedy episode with, like, a funny villain of the week setup. But, like, it feels connected to the world because it shows that Bulkhead's, like, a little bit alone, you know? He kind of wishes he had, like, a more supportive friend group. Or, like, when we get Swindle to show up, like, I'm just like, damn. I guess it really makes sense of, like, why Transformers is Transformers, because the villain of the week setup really works just better when it's weird Cybertronian niggas that are just here.
Yeah, and in Along Came a Spider in season 1, that's another one where it's like, wow, how many of these Autobots are like traumatized by their, like, they have like these horrific backstories. Like Ratchet, obviously he's a war hero, but like even Optimus, you know, traumatized by like loss of a close friend, plus now his other friend hates him, and you know that baggage still exists. I find that dynamic between all three of them very fascinating, and I think that
we have to wait on Ultra Magnus though. Not Ultra Magnus, on Sentinel Prime in detail.
Sentinel.
I can't wait to talk about Sentinel Prime.
Yeah. but I do love, you know, I did, you know, as a child I didn't find Black Arachnia attractive, but I think by the time that Transformers Animated came around, I did. You know, I was like, oh yeah, and like Kree Summer as Black Arachnia, big thumbs up. So
can I be vulgar?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Literally sticking to my chair watching this episode. This shit was so good. Hold on. I had to read a quote from friend of the show Rexy when I was posting about this, because I like to post about the shows as I watch them.
Yeah.
And Rexy left me 7 replies on Tumblr to a picture of Black Arachnia.
Jesus.
7?
Okay.
First one says, Optimus wouldn't know what to do with all that. Move. They should put Sentinel in the Hugh for the shit he said to her. End of the night, we're gonna look like Spider-Man left me for the cops. Yeah, baby, I got protection. It's at a Veen shot. Sorry, I saw her and I blacked out from how horny I was.
Yeah, the Mr. Hyde took over and started posting up.
We gotta like try Sentinel for war crimes because of the shit he said to her is the funniest thing I've ever read.
Yeah.
Shout out Rexy.
No, I get it. Yeah, no, that episode probably did something for me. Thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of like, and then Sound and Fury. That's another really good. Like,
yeah, I love this version of Soundwave. Like, I love, like, especially later on, like his season 3 episode where he gets the guitar. That's sick.
Oh yeah, the Human Error 2-parter, Christmas, boom. You know, just like. Cool to see all of the Autobots as like dumpy human guys.
Yeah, dope.
You know,
dude, why was Prowl white? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm writing a letter. Why is Prowl white? No, because now you made him a weeb now.
Yeah.
You made him a weird guy because he's white.
But Jeff Bennett.
We'll talk about more of that.
Jeff Bennett is not afraid to do racist accents, so maybe we should be.
Jeff Bennett loves.
Yeah.
Him and Tom Kenny are Shaq and Kobe on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Racist accents.
I mean, Tom Kenny in
like-
this show, like he does
Dude.
Professor Sumdac. So
Yeah,
Dude, it's like it's me with like as Patrick Starr with Squidward Duncan in the back going 10,000 more racist voices.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's like I love this show, but like I will fully concede. Why did Tara Strong voice the little Indian girl? That was
yeah.
dude, we were like 3 steps forward, 3 steps. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Representation. Is that
Tara Strong?
fucking Tara
Yeah.
Strong?
God damn
It's
it.
kind of like Juniper Lee, where she does a good job and she's not being like doing an accent, so that's good, you know. So
Yeah,
like,
that's for Tom
Yeah.
Kenny.
yeah, Tom Kenny
Tom Kenny,
does the like
ooh.
Apu style like accent for Professor Sumdac, but. You know, so thankfully Tara, they're like, no, Tara, no.
Oh,
This is
restrain yourself.
These are normal child voice for her.
yeah. Normal child voice for her, and Tom Kenny's over there doing his best, like his audition for Short Circuit too.
Yeah.
Trying to get
Good, thank you.
That's a crazy joke. But yeah, I know she's like in that fucking booth bawling her. I guess we'll talk about the cast and then we'll go to later seasons. But I think this is, and I know people give me smoke online. Wyatt knows this about me, Buster, you might not. I am the #1 hater of Peter Cullen. And I have nothing against the old man.
Uh-huh.
I think Peter Cullen's a great guy. If I never have to hear that motherfucker
As
about
Optimus,
the
yeah.
it will
Yeah,
just-
I get it. Like he's
I
been
wasn't-
overused. Like I think
Yeah.
it's-
Yes.
Oh, especially after this, with him
After
being
this,
in,
oh my God,
in Transformers
dude.
Prime and everything, which is
Yeah.
a show I do like, but like it definitely felt like it was just like, you guys who are 30, remember this. So that's and like same thing with Frank Welker as Megatron.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, though, David K is so good as
Oh,
like
yeah.
not quite Orion Pax beyond that. Like Optimus Prime, his voice is so good. He still has like that bravado you need as a leader, but he still has like a little bit of spryness to him, which like helps show the difference between like him and Megatron or Ratchet. It is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
him in
he's
this role.
one of my favorite Optimuses. Maybe not my, but Gary. It's always a tie between him and Gary Chalk because I love both of them so much
yeah,
in Beast Wars.
Gary Chalk is so good.
But like it just the fact that like David K went from like playing all these like sinister Megatrons to playing like one of the best Optimuses.
Yeah.
Is, like dude's got range, man.
Especially because as time went on, Megatron just became less and less interesting. Like by the time that you get to Cybertron, he's just like, I'm making a black hole because I want to make one. It's like, okay, I guess we're destroying the universe now. Great.
I'm killing myself and all of you.
Yeah. Whereas and then now just pivoting from that super cartoon supervillain to normal everyman, just a fucking blue collar guy. And that's what I love about the show, just like with Beast Wars, is that these are not heroes. These guys, even though it was called Transformers Heroes, these guys are not military grade, whatever.
These are construction workers.
It's not like the fucking Bay movies where, they're working with the U.S. military. It's like, oh, all the Decepticons, they all happen to be weak to guns. That's their weakness, is American military might. That's their one weakness in the universe. And it's just where it's embarrassing to watch because, the very complicated feelings, maybe not complicated, very negative feelings about the American military. So
They did pay for the movies. They did fund them.
So it's just
Give me your face.
yeah, and a lot of shit like that where, because if you're listening to this on YouTube and you want to check out the Patreon, do that. I think at $1 you can go and listen to all of Robots in Disgust, which is me and Cody going through all of the Transformers movies and reviewing them all.
I
all
think
the way
a
up
couple
through
episodes are
Rise
also
of
on
the
Internet
Beast.
Archive.
Yeah, because we posted them on the original Explode When Defeated Patreon, but then after that, we did 4 and 5, and then Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts, which we hated less than the Michael Bay ones. So there you go.
Bumblebee's peak.
I like Bumblebee.
I love Bumblebee.
Yeah. I would say that
but anyway,
they're both solid 3 out of 5. Not they're pretty good, but not great movies. Those two.
I love, before we go back to the show, I love when Mirage killed a bunch of cops. Unironically,
That's cool, yeah.
In the theater of watching like Rise of the Beast, when Mirage is just viciously murdering cops and making one-liners, I was like, this movie got the fucking juice, bro.
Yeah.
This movie kicks ass. He's just like, dude, watch. He like, hey, watch this. Makes a Mirage, a cop runs into a wall, fucking crushes the car, instantly gets killed, becomes flat. Plus,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Mirage. Let's kill. Fuck 12, I guess. But anyway,
But we got
also.
Yeah, go.
Bumper Robinson as Bumblebee is crazy. Bumper is like a black all-star. My nigga's like in like so many fucking movies, and his Bumblebee voice is so goddamn good. Yeah, it is so fantastic. It's perfect.
He's a short guy, in real life. Like he's
a short guy, Like he's from Long Island, and he hates talking about it. He lies and says he's from Brooklyn. That nigga is not from Brooklyn. He has to take the ferry to get home every night. Yeah. Like don't believe him.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that they made the human version of Bumblebee look like him in Human Error. So
yeah, he's also Bumper is also like in a lot of other stuff because he's Black Lightning and Brave and the Bold when we get there. And he's also there's another character. Oh, he's the fire dude from Teen Titans. Yeah. So yeah, like he's in a lot of stuff, and I'm glad he's here. I think his Bumblebee voice is like the Bumblebee voice. Yeah. I think a lot of other ones are bad at giving him the youth. No offense to Will Friedle, but when Bumblebee spoken as him, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true. I was like, what the fuck? Why is Batman Beyond as a
like. And when Johnny Young Bosch, I said, Johnny, I love you. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. What are you doing?
And then it's no. What's his name from Community was him and
Danny Pudi.
Earthspark. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Danny Pudi, I think, is a little bit of a better fit. Yeah. I think Danny Pudi brings a lot of the similar.
Yeah, but the only thing is that Bumblebee in that show is such a big brother character that he doesn't get to be the. Like, because all the Terrans, they're the kids. So, like, he has to be, like, all right, I'm taking care of you guys. So even if he has, like, a very, like, naturally youthful-sounding voice, he doesn't get to be that kind of... Yeah, it's a different vibe than Bumblebee. Whereas Bumblebee, like, here, he's both, like, 21 and 45 at the same time. Like, that's the vibe that I get from Bumblebee.
Yeah, no, he should be your friend who, like... you could bring around your friends that are 20, but also he can rent a car, and he won't tell anybody until he does it. Like, it rules. I think my biggest like voice acting that I think is a good voice actor, Corey Burton, I think does a great job as Megatron and Ratchet. Yeah, but
he's all over this fucking show, because he's also. I mean, he reprises his role as Shockwave. And amazing, That's
a good ass. Oh my god, what a good Shockwave voice. Yeah. I think the issue is that he does get shot in the foot because Prime has issues. Jeffrey Combs is so
That's true.
The whole time he was doing Ratchet, I was like, where's the rest of you? I was like, where the fuck is your real voice? Who is this? Like, I literally mixed it up. I was like, I thought it was like, no, that's Transformers anime. I mean, that's Transformers Prime. Yeah. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, I do still love Ratchet here.
I do. I think it's like maybe my favorite version of Ratchet. Yeah, like writing wise.
Ornery, fuck. I love. Like I said, I love the Thrill of the Hunt. That was one of my favorite episodes early on. And then I've talked about it before, but the whole arc with him and Omega Supreme, like learning about that, like it's like at the beginning of season 3. It's just like it's. So sad. Like, it's just so fucking fucked up, the idea of like, oh, we created this war machine and oops, it accidentally gained sentience and has PTSD now. So now you feel like you became friends with this thing that was designed only to destroy and to kill, and then now like you have to face the consequences of that.
Go ahead, Old Yeller him, Ratchet. Go ahead, you gotta Old Yeller him. Do it.
And
get the gun, Ratchet.
Like the tantalizing hints we get of it at the beginning or at the end of season 2, when he first awakens, which I guess we'll talk about in a second. But like, yeah, just that moment of him being like, well, where am I? It's dark. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, fuck.
This is it's really fucking brutal. We talked about Jeff Bennett a little bit, not doing a racist accent as Prowl. I think it's Prowl's.
Yeah.
I think.
Also, Kevin Michael
Prowl
Richardson as Omega Supreme. Come on. I mean, he would
awesome.
dominate as Bulkhead like after
Later
this,
on.
but like that's such a perfect fucking fit for
It
a
is.
character.
It's really good. But yeah, I think Jeff Bennett's fine as Prowl.
Yeah.
Fine is my like definition of Prowl. I think he's so much weaker than everyone else in this fucking.
He doesn't
Yeah,
get,
and
like,
especially like towards the end when it's like he has a big emotional moment. It's like that doesn't really hit as hard as like the other emotional moments in the finale.
It doesn't because it's literally just aura farming the moment.
Right, yeah.
Like he's like, yeah, my master died and it made me fucking cool as shit, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I
fucking
have,
sick
I
helmet.
have better armor now. Yeah, it's interesting that they're like, okay, he dies, and then season 4, Jazz would have come in and be like sort of the replacement, and I'm like, that would be
sounds
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, because Jazz is a cool character. Like he's super fucking. I mean, fucking Phil Lamar being Jazz. That's like not Scottman Crothers, but did I say Scottman Crothers? Scatman Crothers. Yeah.
He fucking solos Prowl. Prowl like has like his gay fucking Jesus shuriken and Jazz has like a sick car mode, a nice little chin strap beard that's better than Prowl's chin strap beard, nunchucks and sunglasses.
Yeah.
Prowl, die. I hate you. I went from neutral to like actually Jazz solos. Get the fuck out of my face.
And then the other thing was that like Bulkhead and Sorry would be like sidelined, and that Ironhide would be
Because it like was
also,
some
like, on the
movie
team.
tie-in bullshit. I don't know. Like, season 4
Yeah, which
plan
is-
didn't. I mean, granted, it never happened, so of course it wasn't like fleshed out. Like it
It's
probably
just
would
very
have changed.
interesting to see a lot of the because in the like Allspark Almanac they have like a lot of the details for
Yeah, and like
like,
more
the plans
details
for
have been
season
coming
4.
out as more people have been just talking about
But
it.
I will say,
Yeah, go ahead.
miss me with the Ironhide shit though.
Yeah. I'm not like that Ironhide. It's like whatever. Like I like Ironhide in Gen 1, one of my favorite characters for sure. But like he's just is like whatever. Like he's just nothing in this show. But that scene where it's all the like Rodimus and whatever Hotshot and everything fighting those fucked up Decepticons is super cool. So yeah.
Yeah. I think like no one has gotten like a power buff from the movies the way Ironhide has.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, he's the big gun one, right? And I'm like, not particularly.
No, he's like the fucking Texas guy. That's his.
Dude, yeah, like what the fuck are you talking about? He's like the I joined the military and got a pickup truck guy in the Bay movies, but like no, that's not what he is usually. And now it is what he is, and it fucking sucks.
Well, how do you feel about Bulkhead? That's the last of the leads.
He's my favorite one. He's probably my
same.
favorite Transformer in general. Honestly, like
dude, we got Patrick Star, man.
This is the only other like cartoon role I can think of that Bill Fagerbaki was like really prominent in.
Oh, that's the same Bill. I thought it was a different Bill.
Oh yeah.
No, it's Bill Fagerbaki. No, that's him. I guess like why you gotta watch Oz, the show about
well,
prison.
that's not a cartoon, but
I know, but like
why?
But, like,
I do have to watch it because because he's a white supremacist in it. Is that correct?
He's a white supremacist police guard.
Yeah.
And you always forget that he's fucking enormous. He's so fucking big.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a very big white supremacist. I'm scared. But yeah, no, but he's so good as Bulkhead. I think his performance. It's funny. It's nice to hear him do a voice that's not Patrick.
Yeah.
I can say this because I'm black. He feels a little ethnic here. I don't know what I mean. When I hear him and Moby talk, I imagine them on the street walking to a corner store in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like I feel like these are two guys that I know. Like one works construction, the other one is deeply unemployed.
In a not like Transformers 2 or like whatever one with Skids and Mudflap.
No.
Oh
Like,
God, why did they racially code them this way? In like a respectful
he feels Piccolo
way.
racially coded.
Yeah.
He feels Piccolo racially coded sometimes. Like
And I guess so does Prowl in a sense because of the ninja stuff. But then, like you said, he's like a white guy in his human form.
I think Prowl just gets a Maul katana.
Yeah.
And like we'll randomly go Daijobu during a conversation. You look at him and go, "What the fuck are you talking about? Stop that!
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
But, But yeah, I love.
But like,
I
guess
love
Buster,
Bulkhead,
since
yeah.
you say it's your favorite, what's one of your favorite Bulkhead episodes?
I think it's I can't remember the specific episode title, but there was like one where he's like he learns to like paint or like he gets into painting. I like that one a lot.
I think that's like
season 2.
No, it comes back up near the season finale. Yeah, because he's trying to paint and they keep getting like, well, it has worked. He's like, dude, you guys don't respect my art, you pieces of shit.
That
was a really good Bulkhead episode, actually.
Yeah, I think that's is that the Constructicon one or
it's one of the
it's the one where they learn about him being a space bridge guy. Like,
oh right, yeah. Bridge too close.
Yeah. I guess we'll talk about, but like we gotta talk about the Decepticons. We could just kind of do all of them.
Yeah.
I think this is up there and like topped. So I like the Decepticons to either be like freedom fighters who've gone demented, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a fascist regime made up of idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my two flavors. And this leans into fascist regime made up of idiots in a way that fucking rules.
But it also kind of has a little bit of that first one in it because
it does, yes.
But like only in the sense that like the lore or the like history of their existence, like in the deep Transformers animated history that isn't really talked about in the show, is that they were like the Autobots were first and they created the Decepticons as war machines for colonizing. And then once the Decepticons realized like, wait, is this all we were fucking made for? Was to like do the bidding of these like guys, these other smaller guys? We should just fucking kill them. Like, to me that's so cool. Of like a, you know, that's a robot uprising between two different races of robots is just like
kicks ass.
That's crazy.
That was so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This show has like the best trio before Megatron's back in commission.
Yeah,
Lugnut, Starscream, and Blitzwing
are
just the Three Stooges.
Mm-hmm.
And it fucking rules the entire time. Lugnut is like out here like, we must do it for Lord Megatron. Blitzwing's over there disassociating by himself. With himself. And Starscream is over here scheming on nobody. Megatron's gone. What are we doing now? Like,
yeah, because Lugnut, definitely my favorite of the Decepticons, just because he's like both like so ridiculous and verbose, but also a huge badass. So it's like extremely dangerous. That's why I love the way that the Decepticons are, especially in season 1, where like the main ones, not like, you know, some of the ones that appear throughout the episodes, like Black Arachnian.
They can solo the entire team.
Yeah, exactly. Like it takes
all
of them to like fight one or two of them. It's like a serious like, holy shit, we got to deal with this. It's not like Beast Wars where a lot of the, you know, conflict with the Predacons was just they would like sit behind rocks and shoot at each other for like a couple minutes as like penis rock playing in the background.
and Wasp and Heroes blow up.
Yeah.
And blow up and go, oh haha, isn't it funny? No, they're like funny as they are scary. It's really good.
Yeah. And Blitzwing is also Bumper Robinson doing a crazy Nazi, you know.
Doing 3 voices. Doing 3 German accents.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That he made them sound different, dude. I don't think I could pull that off.
Yeah, like, I love Blitzwing in this show. Oh, God, I wish I that was probably my favorite design in the show, like, growing up.
Yeah.
Like, just because it's like, I love the, like, face switching gimmick. I just think that's cool. And like, all the faces are, like, different molds and well-designed. And just have all these crazy personality, like even it's like, you know, same similar German like enunciations, but like different ways they say it. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, just so good. And like I said, the toy, I really want the toy of that. Like that was one.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what the show's made for.
Yeah, the only one of the Decepticons I ever had as a kid was Lugnut. So just because I was like, oh, fucking Lugnut's cool, gotta get him.
I had the Blitzwing toy. It's not very good,
but it's still cool.
It's still Blitzwing. It's still Blitzwing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some that are like a little bit hit or miss. It definitely would get much worse with Transformers Prime, where there's a lot of real dog shit toys and that you know, dude, like Knockout.
They dropped the first edition toys and made some of the best Transformer toys who ever exist. And then they said, all right, enough of that.
Yep.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, enough of that.
I mean, I guess, like, kids, because it's a toy, a lot of it's a toy promotion. Like, I guess I can talk a bit about, like, the toy history, because I always like looking into the toy history. Like I find it fun, like how it's like apparently it was like designed. At least this was the first of many later Transformers shows that was like they would design the characters first and then they would figure out the toys later instead of like at the same time. I could be wrong, but like that's how that's how I rationalize it from like everything I've read about Transformers history.
That makes sense because with Beast Wars it definitely was the other way around, where they based the characters off of the toys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Transformers. The anime ones also, a lot of the ones in the show, they're just straight up scans of the toys.
Yeah, they
like,
literally
their 3D models are basically just scans of the toys.
Yeah, Cybertron, they had the transformation sequence. It's literally the exact transformation sequence you do with the toys in real life. So
nice. Yeah, so like this was like the first, like I know Prime did it later and like the other ones, but it's like and that led to like a little bit delay in toy production. So it's like the show would come out first and then the toy would come out later. Also apparently because they wanted to keep selling the Bayformer toys. So whatever.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, like say we will about those movies, but they did well, like both toys and box office. So whatever.
Yeah.
And so like there was like a more time like leading into like the engineering, and that led to some really cool toy molds. I sadly like lost or like had sold all my like older stuff, but I did remember having a couple of the toys of the show, and they were really fun to like really cool to see animation accurate like toys, and they're just fun as toys. So
yeah.
I think like the Transformers animated toys from like a collector standpoint, I think they all look really good on shelf. They all look really good, like the model and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? They are not great as toys because of the way they design them.
Yeah, there's probably some
those
like
toys more so than any other. The joints on those toys more so than any other line of Transformer toys do not hold up.
Oh yeah.
The
lug nut one is all
which they draw
up.
character. Yeah, the proportions of which they draw characters does not make a toy that the plastic can hold up well.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like I assume there's some growing pains with like the first molds of those things.
That's why we need reproductions, Hasbro.
Yeah, I mean, like we have the legacy stuff, but it's like that. Those are like they new molds.
That shit is fucking ass. I fucking hate. I don't want to get into toy rage now. But I think if anyone said, "Hey Morgan, do you want the legacy bulkhead?" I said, "Dude, I want to bulkhead you with a fucking hammer." Why the fuck is he square? Dude?
Yeah, to me,
leave me alone.
That stuff is fine as like. It's a cool reference to Transformers animated or whatever. But I would like them because they did reproductions of Beast Wars toys, a few years back, of like the actual 90s like boxes and everything, like the original toys, on top of doing like
the Kingdom.
Like Kingdom or whatever and things like that, where it was more updated versions of it. So like for me, I was like, oh well, these new ones still look like those old characters, so I'm fine with just getting those instead of the reproductions. But because the modern animated ones are more like trying to, circle the square, try to make it a little bit both. Oh, it looks like animated, but it's also like the evergreen designs. Of the characters.
These in-betweeners. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like them, like maybe in 2027, they can do, for the 30th anniversary or 20th anniversary of it. They could do, some reproductions of those animated toys, and then so that we can get like better versions of them that aren't like from eBay with like busted joints and also like actually not ridiculously expensive, but who even knows at this point because Hasbro is we won't get into the smoldering crater of their toy properties, but
I guess we should get into like season 2 and 3.
Yes.
Where I think we get introduced to more Autobots, and this show introduced maybe the single funniest version of a character who is never like this ever again. Sentinel Prime is so funny. He's so funny in the show that after the show, everyone went, "Is he a villain?" Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? Is he a villain?" Like, no. And they're like, I don't know, guys. I think he's a villain.
Yeah.
And just like to make a version of a character that's so wild that every version afterwards go, "I think he's evil."
Yeah.
Is fucking crazy.
Yeah, like I was crazy
It's
to see like
crazy.
Transformers 1 basically reference this characterization for the character.
For Sentinel. Yeah, like,
Dude,
like
fucking class traitor. I love you know what? I think the poor should stay poor. I think it's good that the poor are overworked. You know what? Get back in the mine, buddy. We love you for dying in the mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
yeah, that was very good. Because Sentinel isn't, like, I don't think he's
not evil here.
Yeah.
He's not even
He's
evil.
just a jerk.
Yeah, he's just a fucking asshole because of his relationship with Optimus and his, like, you know, he has a very high opinion of himself, but not even to, like, a ridiculous degree, right? He's just like, oh,
racist.
Yes, he is racist, but the pride that he has in himself is just from being on the Elite Guard, you know? So it's just like, okay, he's like a fucking douchebag cop that you run into, and it's like, all right, god damn it, you know, you had to deal with this person that thinks that they immediately start the conversation in a position where they're like, I'm above you. But the problem is, it would be like if that cop had like a personal fucking grudge against you for legitimate reasons, by the way. Like he didn't, like, I understand that it was an accident, a freak situation. They didn't know that Alita would survive everything, but like, I can't blame him for being like, dude, my fucking girlfriend, you just murdered her, or like you left her for dead, and you know.
Bro, we were mutually pining. What the fuck?
Yeah, I do love that too. That like when Black Ragnar comes back, she's hitting on Optimus, and it's like, god damn, she's like, fuck Sentinel immediately going.
Literally.
Yeah.
The episode of like, oh man, we're gonna have Sentinel meet Black Arachnid. We're gonna have like a tense moment, and he goes on the most racist rant I've ever heard. Literally, I was on my couch in tears. He was like, oh, you disgusting biological creature. Oh my god, you're hideous. You're so fucking ugly. I've never seen a creature so... He basically goes like this, you know what? You should kill yourself. You should have killed yourself. If you killed yourself, this would be better off than being what you are. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the thing is, though, he is still treated as a protagonist in that episode.
Yeah.
And it's the funniest shit ever. He's like, you know what, Optimus? I was wrong about you. You are my friend. Not that ugly, hideous, biological, disgusting, breathing creature. She should be killed. But you, Optimus, you're cool. And I'm like, this is crazy.
And
this is fucking crazy.
Should talk about it a bit because Wasp also figures into that episode, and he's introduced in season 2, and he's just like the cooler, sleeker version of Bumblebee, which is like such a. As soon as they introduced a character named Wasp that was green, I was like, I know exactly where this is going. And then at the end of the episode, after he gets like horribly tortured, like in the fucking, you know, in prison by the Autobots because they think that he's a traitor, and he gets out and he's like not completely deranged. Yeah, exactly. His life is so fucked up. Like, he's not a traitor. He got falsely blamed for it because of you know, Shockwave, but then again, he has obvious real grievances with Bumblebee because Bumblebee was the one that like ratted him out. And then like, he his voice, like he becomes more demented like Waspinator, and then by the time that it gets to Predacons Rising, and he literally becomes Waspinator, I was hooting and hollering. Let me tell you, you know, that's
another Sentinel moment is Sentinel. Like, we've been interrogating Wasp. I immediately thought, like, yo, he was waterboarding this nigga in a room. He was doing finger torture and shit. While like, tell us what you know. I don't know anything. I don't believe him, guys.
Yeah.
You know what? Jetfire, get me the cattle prod.
Yeah.
Like, just torturing him for no reason. And someone goes, hey, I just met hey, Sentinel, sir. Torture doesn't work. I know, I'm having a great time. Like, he's just like he's like an evil cop. Then he like goes like this. Well, looks like he got away. Let's do some police brutality, everybody. He's like so fucking evil.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah,
you gonna say something?
No, I was just burping. But like, no, I was just laughing at it because it's like it's true. It's true.
Yeah, the Blur. That's another one of the Elite Guard that like.
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead. I just want to talk about Blur's ending. But
So Blur, he's, you know, he's introduced kind of innocuously, and then we learn a little bit more about him. Like, we don't learn that much about him. He's voiced by John Machida, who is the original Blur. and he's still able to fucking talk like that, even in 2007.
Really fast.
Yeah, just like crazy ass guy there. And you know, as a kid, like whenever I watched the original G1 Transformers movie, I liked all the like new characters that were introduced in the movie because I was a child and I liked seeing new toys. So I was like, oh yeah, Blur is cool and like Cup is cool and like RC and Rodimus and everything and Springer. For some reason, I liked Springer a lot.
Well, because Springer goes crazy. Chill
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Chill out. I remember vividly the episode. I when I rewatched it, I was like, "Where's the episode where Blur and Shockwave meet?"
Mm-hmm.
And it is crazy that happened.
Yeah.
Spoiler for those who don't know: Blur is shot, stuffed, and then like gets trapped inside of like a trash compactor, killed, turned into a block of scrap.
Mm-hmm.
And Shockwave's like, haha, here, Cliff Jumper, throw this away.
No.
Literally just like horror movie Final Destination style murders this man. And I'm like, is this funny?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this a funny joke?
Yeah, but it's like horrific because it's a guy. Like, that's the thing with Transformers is that sometimes they're like, somebody dying is like really tragic, and then sometimes it's like Waspinator where he gets blown up and it's like, whatever, they can just put him back together. It's fine.
I guess there's also Ultra Magnus, who's just like a guy. I don't.
Yeah, Ultra Magnus. He's just the authority figure. You know,
he's everything I hate about bad versions of Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I mean, like he kind of is the Optimus Prime stand-in for like the G1 war. I guess they have like the backstory. And like as someone who used to really who kind of like likes Ultra Magnus, but like I kind of didn't really I love animated. I kind of think this version of him is kind of like whatever, like cool design, but bit, whatever.
How do you feel about him
in
like I kind of like the idea as a reference to G1 to be like, okay, Ultra Magnus was just white Optimus Prime with armor on him.
Whoa. Be careful, Wyatt. Be careful, Wyatt.
You call him. You said he's just Caucasian Optimus Prime.
Did not say that.
You said Cracker Prime. You call him Cracker Prime. That's crazy. Go ahead.
But so it's like cool to be like, okay, so he kind of mirrors our Optimus Prime because we like if we have that knowledge of that he was just a reused toy mold. With like more armor slapped on top of it, then it's like, oh, maybe our Optimus Prime will eventually grow into the same role of Ultra Magnus. Like that's you know part of the
design like language. Yeah.
So is this another chance? Another example of like minimizing white roles in the
with the
versions of the character.
Yeah, the soy boy beta cuck Optimus takes over.
Dude,
for the
my rant tone crosses their arms. Does Transformers Animated hate white people? I'm moving like one frame at a time. Like just
but I did want to bring up that I think that Ultra Magnus works dead, or like as a like I know he doesn't actually die in season 3, but like him being like taken out of the equation, like put into a coma or whatever, and then Sentinel being like put on as a provisional leader, brilliant choice because Sentinel is such a fucking douche that
no one
like that he just like makes everything worse, and he like acts as like an effective bit of tension as things are getting worse on both things are getting worse both on Cybertron and with the Decepticons, you know. And
they keep trying to rightfully impeach him that whole season.
Yeah.
It's so funny. They're just like, this thing
it's like real life.
It's like, dude, Sentinel Prime is like just like Donald Trump with a lance.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. But I think I have to bring this up when we talk about Decepticons. Two things I have to bring up. One, I got to do my trans headcanon of the episode. But before I do that, Swindle's in the show.
Yep.
Swindle is just a salesman of arms dealer. Great thing. Fred Willard.
Yep.
And because we just did the
Boondocks,
when he spoke, all I heard was, he calls me nigga, he calls them nigga. He said, can a nigga borrow a fry? Nigga, is you going to give it back? So the episode, I had to keep pausing because I was imagining Swindle saying the N-word. And I'm like, fuck, man. This shit is too funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is too funny. Just like, Also, just like, oh man, the Decepticons, they're my best clients. I love to provide weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Ball out, brother. Ball out, little brother.
I love that him and Lockdown are like, we're Decepticons because they just pay us more money. Like, that's what that you guys just sell out and pay us more money and then we'll work for you. So
yeah, we kill a bunch of them. Like, like we swindle a lot. Like, dude, we'll fuck right now. We'll make out in front of you guys if you pay us enough money.
Yeah,
right now.
That's all we care about. But you're definitely gonna talk about Starscream now. So please go into that.
Starscream Tom Kenny eats as Starscream in the show.
Absolutely.
It's such a funny version of Starscream. It's funny. I think Starscream is like at his peak this show in Prime.
Yeah.
They really go
I think so,
bar for bar, having some of the best Starscream like versions.
Legit.
Starscream later on.
I would just say legit. Like no, you're right about like Starscream getting like his best like back-to-back interpretations in both like animated with Tom Kenny and then Steve Bloom in Prime. Just like crazy other way.
It felt like an apology for Dorito Scream from
in
a
lot of ways.
Lame. How'd you like him in Cybertron? Like as
dude, Wyatt. You know I can't talk about Starscream and Cybertron.
Okay, yeah.
He is so sexy. Oh my god.
There you go. There's 3 in a row with
me is like a kid and watching
Armada,
and like having him like be like in Armada, him being like having the wing sword and like, you know, will he be a good guy? Will he not be a good guy? I was like so infatuated.
Yeah.
He kept me in the closet for years because I thought I maybe like men, but I don't like men. I like Starscream.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's so fun. But anyway, in this show, Starscream is still conniving, and he decides to clone himself. And he gets explained that each of his clones is a different part of his personality. One's a suck-up, one's a liar, one's egotistical, one's a woman. And he goes, wait, what do you represent? And Slipstream says, you don't even want to know.
Yeah.
Which is maybe the funniest joke in this show.
Yeah.
What does it mean, Starscream? Is there something you want to tell the class? Like,
I love
it's such a good joke.
All the Starscream clones. Yeah, that just like really colors season 2 for me. The episode where he is constantly attempting to like kill Megatron is one of the funniest episodes in the fucking whole show. Just like Starscream's such an engaging character, and you know, it's just fun. Like he like from the beginning, like he's the first threat that they deal with, you know, at the end of like the pilot and everything, and then like after that he kind of takes like a backseat, but yeah, like things ramping up, and then Megatron getting his body back and immediately being like, all right, fuck you, I'm gonna try to kill you, and then after that, like he accidentally made him immortal. So that's which is good. Like that's like, you know, they've toyed around with that before, with like Starscream's ghost in G1 and Beast Wars and everything. So I don't know. They did a good job. All his clones, you know, are just very funny.
I do love the joke of going, here's some helmets to give you guys to tell you guys apart. So we get like the cone heads. I'm like, that's a good bit. That's a really good bit.
Yeah, and then seeing like Scrapper and Mixmaster become, like they become Decepticons. Eventually, they become more like Constructicons. Eventually, there's another Constructicon that shows up, where I'm like,
Dirt Boss.
Yeah, I really wish that they got to the point where, like, Bulkhead and those guys would all fuse together and become Devastator, but unfortunately,
didn't get it.
Yeah.
I will
like
say,
my
I
only.
think, like,
you go.
No, I was gonna say I think like the season 2 and 3 setup of like the Shards making new Transformers was a way better version of the Monster Week.
Yeah,
the Mixmaster Scrapper episode is so funny as just like two New York construction workers. What's going on?
Yeah,
we'll fix this. Like, hey, you see that car? Ooh, look at the bumper on that one. Hey, baby, wait, come here. I'm like, fuck, this rules. Like this. Why don't you back it up a little bit for me? Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, your gas ain't that good anyway. I'm like, this fucking kicks ass.
Yeah, it does.
We're catcalling real cars. Okay?
Wreck-Gar is
I was gonna say, like, I think animated is a complete package, but like my only thing about not getting like the proposed season 4 or like even more is just like, the Constructicons are left unfinished. Like, just like they're only 3.
Yeah,
come on, just add a little more.
There's a couple of them that feel like there's a couple of plot elements or things that feel a little like underdeveloped or underobserved by the end of season 3. But I do think that they do a pretty good job ending season 3 in like an epic enough way that it feels
like a complete package,
like a real finale. Oh, excuse me. Because Beast Wars, I know they also wanted to do a season 4 before they had to pivot and do Beast Machines, and I fucking pray to transfer my soul into that universe every single night because so there's one difference in this world. I'm joking, everybody, but yeah. So I think like it's fun to opine about what could have been in season 4, but I do think some fans get a little bit too in their own feelings about it.
Like similar to Spectacular Spider-Man. Similar to Spectacular Spider-Man, where it's like, I wish we could have gotten the proposed other seasons, but it's like, I'm happy with what we have.
We didn't. Yeah, we did. And like all the creators are like this, we've moved on, and I think you should move on. I think having what we got is always good. I think Spectacular Spider-Man is like a worse example, an even better example. But like, I think really, just like let's move on, because I think like across the board, getting more like combiners and stuff like that wouldn't really add anything to the show.
It's like, just like, we Transformers fans, we know like what the Constructicons mean.
We know this,
like this show isn't as toyetic as like some other shows, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like wanting that kind of stuff, kind of like that's not what the show has ever been good at. You know, this show has never been about that. It's not fucking like Cybertron or like Armada or R&D. We're not doing like pants and cyber keys and everything about that.
I'll say
this is a very much a character focused show.
Yeah, very creative driven.
Some odds and ends here. So of course, we talked a little bit about the Dinobots, but Grimlock, it's great. David K. He's doing a T-Rex again, but he's way different from the way that he did Megatron in Beast Wars. He's doing like a dumb guy Grimlock kind of voice. Really fucking cool Grimlock design, by the way. That's another one of those toys that I wish that I had, with the sunglasses and everything, and the big like jaw. And yeah, just like very good, like big asshole energy. And then Wreck-Gar, that's another one of the like
Weird Al voicing
Transformers
him.
of
That's
the
awesome.
Weird Al, he would eventually go on to be Cheese Sandwich and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So they have the first Hasbro toy property that he got to start in here, and then a couple years later, in like 2013 or whatever, would do that character. So there you go.
Nigga, I feel like you've mentioned the goddamn My Little fucking Pony show
multiple
every
times.
Fucking episode.
That's definitely not true, but I've probably mentioned it a couple times.
I
definitely mentioned it. I think I probably mentioned it last episode where we were talking with Deli, just because we were talking like the hub came up for some fucking reason, and I brought it. Or we're talking about just like 2010 in general of cartoons, and I was like, oh yeah, Adventure Time and regular show and My Little Pony were all notable shows that came out at that time. Don't worry, we will do Hub episode, the Hub miniseries at some point, Morgan, and then we're gonna have to watch that.
Wyatt, you guys can't see. Wyatt points a gun at me and just said, "We will be doing the Hub miniseries."
Yeah.
Wyatt didn't even ask me. Wyatt told me with threats and violence. I need help. I'm Morse code tapping in this episode. I cough, and you can figure out me asking for help.
Just right off the bat, like Transformers Prime, Dan versus My Little Pony, Aquabats. I
ain't watching no Aquabats. I'm not white.
Look, hey, Aquabats, I'm just saying that's kind of like, I've seen a bit of episodes. That's some funny stuff. So.
No, Aquabats is good, but like, what the fuck, you gonna make me fucking watch Frasier now? The fuck is this?
Frasier's pretty good. So.
No, Frasier's pretty good. Like, all right, let me chill out.
Actually, like, bringing it back to Prime, like, not Prime, animated. Oh my god, already. Point is, like, actually, like, I want to mention, like, the Dinobot Snarl. I like in the two-parter Human Error when, like, he and Wreck-Gar, like, and and like the other Constructicons, they all like form like a mini like substitute Autobots. I like that episode a lot.
Yeah, I love that.
That is a very fun episode.
Yeah, I love that stuff when they just like whatever, throw all the spare characters together.
Yeah,
to do
I love that
something.
trope. So good.
Yeah, I feel like I guess we talked about Shockwave a little bit, but I guess we can talk about him like a little bit more before moving on. But yeah, it's, him as Long Arm Prime. I know definitely me as a kid didn't really like catch the fact that it's like, oh, this is clearly Shockwave. You know, like right off the bat, it was kind of a twist for me, especially because at that time, like I think that was right around the time that like the Gen 1 DVDs were like first coming out, so like that was, you know, around the time that I first even watched G1, so like I wasn't super familiar with all the voices and the characters and everything, but like him coming back.
I think I caught it, and this is petty, because Long Arm Prime is a bad Prime.
Yeah.
I remember being
That
like,
is true.
I was like, I don't trust this nigga. Why? Long Arm Prime, bro. Long Prime is bad. Actually.
Long
Arm
Prime.
Yeah,
Arm.
they're bad.
Arm Prime.
You're
bro,
right,
you
but
gotta get a name.
But the way that the show establishes, it's not like traditional Transformer, or like maybe not traditional, but after this point when they introduce all the primes, they all have like cool ass names. Like this, and this is just like no. Prime is just a title. So his name was Long Arm before that.
No, see, you're right, but also with Hot Rod being here as Rodimus, that means Hot Rod was like, nah, hold on, I gotta get my game up. Hold on, it's Rodimus now, my nigga. What about Armimus? Armimus?
Yeah.
Armimus Prime.
Yeah.
No, but I do think that's like that's a very good. The toy's great because it can go between both versions. I think like that's like Long Arm is like a story plot really worked really well. I love him and Shockwave. I love the like it coming out, him murdering people behind the scenes. He's playing like Hitman. He's doing Hitman level shit with the way he killed Blur and like got Ultra Magnus. But
good stuff.
I think like he's like my favorite example of the Autobots having like meta powers in the show.
Yeah.
I mean I think his whole like your size changing abilities let you be other niggas, and I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun way of going about that.
And I think that it's a little like Shockwave in the next show is a little bit disappointing because like he's cool and menacing, but he's mostly tied up in the season 3, which is the worst season of Transformers Prime. So like all the nonsensical beast hunting shit that they're doing in season 3, and it's season 3 is so funny to me. Here we are talking about Transformers Prime real quick, but it's just so funny to me because they're like, all right, we got to do this for some reason. Like the beginning of the season, it's just resolving the plot from season 2, and then the middle portion of it where they're hunting for the whatever fossils.
Yeah, apparently that was a production
robots.
That
was
the whole like
that was something that was kind of like foisted onto them.
Yeah, because the toy guy wanted to do beast stuff. So,
and then the end just still ends completely unrelated to that. The end of season 3, anyway.
You remember?
And then,
I was like, you remember like people were so annoyed with the show, like this has to be going to like a better thing. So people says like this. Here's my new theory. I think Smokescreen will turn into the new Optimus Prime show. And I'm like, I think. Oh my God, Buster. People were like, hey, look at Optimus Prime's like beast design. Look at his thing. Does it like Smokescreen's chest? And I'm like, I think you all smoke crack. I think Shin Ronald Reagan and he dropped Mega Crack because there's no way this is happening. And when it did happen, everyone on the floor like this. Guys, they drop a perfectly good plot point again. I said it wasn't perfectly good. It was a dumb thing. You all thought a stupid thing.
People 100% believed like Optimus is gonna die at the beginning of season 3, and that Smokescreen would use the Forge of Solus Prime to turn himself into a Prime. So
I think theories are the worst thing. As I grow older and see more bullshit, I think I just grown to hate theory culture. I just take it for what it is. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. You know.
See, I think when you do theory crafting to secretly make a show good, that's when it sucks. If you're doing it just for the love of the game, whatever, but people that go, no, the thing that sucks in the show doesn't actually suck. Here's the theory behind it. Those people need help.
Yeah, they need help. I'll say with Smokescreen that I do think they fumbled him in season 3. I think they fumbled a lot of characters, obviously, but like he was set up really well in season 2. Like I was into him as a character, and I personally was like, oh, I don't want him to become the leader because that's like, whatever. That's not the point of his character or whatever.
Yeah, it should be RC. It should be RC.
Yeah, she should be. Oh, imagine her buff as shit. Just like.
Oh my god! Whoa! Fuck.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That would be so funny. Somebody should do art of that.
Dude, if she was like really big, she like held me in her hand.
That'd be
like
really. That'd be so funny.
She squeezed me. She squeezed me.
Yeah, that'd be such a good joke if somebody did that.
Dude, and then she like put me in her mouth.
Oh my god! Okay.
Any other thoughts, Buster, about
thank you for that Prime tangent. I haven't seen Prime in a bit, but like I'll rewatch it eventually. Animated, again, I still love it a lot. I can point out all the flaws, but it's like the good stuff to me is just really good. And it was really fun discussing it with y'all, like just hearing like your takes and like history, like back then, because I didn't really. I mean, I had access to the internet, but I didn't really go forum perusing at the time. So
yeah. I remember like 30-year-old guys really loved this show just because of how many. This was a true fucking freak production. Like the people making this show,
I can
especially
imagine.
Derek J. Wyatt, like as the art, the lead artist, like character designer and everything of the show. Like put in so many references to very obscure.
Yeah, I want to mention this when you guys were talking about Sentinel Prime. His design is just the Tick. And I love the Tick, so like
yeah. Like he is very tick based. We talked. The Tick has some DNA with Venture Bros because those guys like worked on that beforehand. It's like a child appropriate Venture Bros in a lot of ways, and yeah, I don't know. There's just like I remember really appreciating that because. 2007, 2008, that was the exact time that I was like poisoned by 80s nostalgia.
Yeah, happens to us all.
There was just like a time period where you're like, oh, things were so cool back then, and then now that's all reality is, and I'm fucking sick of it. I've been sick of it for like 10 years now, but I'm definitely super sick of it, now that I'm 30, not 13.
It feels so good to have hated nostalgia my entire
life.
Yeah, that's.
I wish I could be as cool as you, Morgan. I wish I could be.
Yeah.
No, legit. Wyatt knows this. I used to this is gonna get me in trouble as fans. My rule is, I don't watch anniversary shows like Decade and stuff because I don't believe in nostalgia. Nostalgia is for those with weaker spines. And I would say it as a joke, but as time goes forward, everyone starts agreeing with me like this. See, I'm ahead of the curve because that's the thing.
Don Brothers,
all things come back to darkness. Don Brothers, I bet it is good. The good parts are the weird parts that aren't about nostalgia.
That's true. That's true. That show is barely.
I mean, they're just barely like they just do it just to be like, all right, here's the toy, bye, to like never again.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's that is the crutch of nostalgia.
Yeah.
We need to throw it away. Let
so
things
like
just be strange.
Go Kaiser, you're not a fan of, and what is it? What's the?
Now, Wyatt, you trying to get me shot out?
That's right. I do remember people throwing racial slurs at you for some opinion that you had about Go Kaiser or another show.
Kyuruger. I had a piece of that show in Go Kaiser, and I don't think either of these shows are particularly good. And I remember I just said you can like if you want. I don't think these shows are good, and they called me everything but a child.
Whoa!
I got called the F slur. I was like what? I was like, what's wrong? I think the plot line between King and the girls who like him is fraught and bad.
It is.
And they were like, you should kill yourself now. I'm like, whoa, partner. Whoa, buddy boy. Yeah. No, I don't think I will.
I'll live in spite of you haters.
Yeah. Children's toy show is serious
oh
business.
My god, people get believe I've seen some wild ass accusations about Toku fans and shit. We are not well.
Yeah.
We are not well.
Yeah, no.
I miss it so much. I remember also I am Nostradamus when it comes to knowing when a Sentai show won't be good off of vibes. I don't even know the story, but when the Ninja aired its first episode, Wyatt knows this. We all watched it live. And I was like, guys, I think that sucked. And and they were like, no, Morgan's really good. I said, I think this show's going to suck. I'm not going to watch any more of it. So you guys have fun with it. It was good. That's great. And then the show ended like this. God, it wasn't very good. I said, damn.
Yeah, no,
what did I write again?
No, it continued like 3 episodes, and we were like, this is fucking garbage. Like, this sucks.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, it was Nikki and Logan that were... immediately like, this was an incredible first episode.
And I was like, I don't think it was. I remember talking to Nikki. Nikki was like, yeah, that all right.
Yeah, after a couple episodes,
maybe a point was made.
This
it was
is trash.
Yeah, I watched it this year, and I was like, that was middling as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably how I would feel now, not as an ornery like 19-year-old or whatever at that time.
Week to week does.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, week to week.
Like,
me and Wyatt run a weekly Tokusatsu podcast. Like, we do feel the drain occasionally, so.
Yeah, there's some episodes where like, why did this exist? Like, why did we... But it's fine because, like, you can still enjoy overall, you know, the experience, even if, like, individual episodes aren't as great. And, like, something, you know, there are certain shows that do really benefit from, like, watching it as it goes. Like, I feel like Kamen Rider Gaim was a lot better watching it, and then afterwards, everybody just started to, like, realize, you know, they were like, wait a minute, the ending, what the fuck was the ending arc? Like, what was
I always do Urobuchi aftertaste.
I was ahead of the curve.
Urobuchi aftertaste hurt.
I was ahead of the curve. I was like, guys, I think this is bad. I was like, Morgan, fuck you. Guys, like, the best we got. I says, all right, rewatch it in 3 years. And everyone rewatched, like, that actually wasn't as good as I thought it was. Like, damn. I know everything.
I think now, especially that we've gotten more like story heavy shows that are similar to that, like Build, and now with Gav, it's just like, I feel so pedestrian compared to like, not saying it. I'm not necessarily saying it's bad. Like, I still enjoy a lot about Gaim, but I the things that were great about it, in my opinion, are no longer unique to that show. And I think that, like, other shows can, like, do what it does to, like, a similar degree or better. So
before we end the episode,
we're on this tangent about Kamen Rider.
I don't want to get on fucking Gen Urobuchi's ass for this, right? I think as a writer, he works best if you think he's doing something new and interesting, or if he actually is. Because when you then start looking at his work, when you see contemporaries of it, like true contemporaries of it, you realize that no one has been more mid in their
I mean, that's what, like,
he needs you. He needs you to, like, think he's doing something new and interesting, instead of, like, actually doing anything interesting. Like, the minute someone like, I want to do something like this, and they do it, and they go, oh wow, he's actually not very good at that. It's just that no one else has done it.
Yeah.
One thing that really annoys me about, and this still kind of exists to an extent, is how many fucking people on the internet are still like, man, I wish they made magical girl shows, like classic style magical girl shows. Like, dude, Precure, there's a new Precure show every year. There's a new Precure. It was airing through Madoka. It was airing at there was Heartcatch Precure was like the same year that Madoka Magica aired. And that's one of the best Precure shows, by the way, so please go out and watch that.
It's like, literally, the damage he does to the mediums that he touches is crazy. I think, and the thing is, it's not even his fault. It's just that I think everyone's
anime fans are fucking stupid.
They're fucking dumb as shit. Like, dude, they'll be in a library full of books and goes, damn, I wish there was a book. No, motherfucker, you stupid bastard. All right, we gotta end that show. I'm gonna
I was gonna bet do an Urobuchi thing, but Morgan's gonna start snapping. I'm gonna hold it to myself.
No. Okay, we can talk about it some other time.
Sure.
We'll do a special episode about Gen Urobuchi works. I won't.
Is there any show that comes to mind, like, in the near future that
for, like, Cartoon Network? I don't know. Like, animated was, like, kind of like my peak of, like, investment at the network. I'll be real.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even if I did watch stuff like Steven Universe and, like, other shows, like, I kind of, like, I didn't really watch them on Cartoon Network. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it, like, on demand or whatever. So it's like. I don't know, like, what other show. I'll think about it. I don't
know. Maybe we'll put you on for the 6-parter Adventure Time.
Oh my god, I've never actually finished Adventure Time. I watched Fiona and Cake, and that was fun, but it's like, I've never watched, like, the full Adventure Time, so.
Yeah. I'm sure other people might want this as a show. Just gets... Oh, Jesus, excuse me. just because it's like it's a beloved niche show, but Symbionic Titan is, you know.
Ooh,
I do like that, and that. But I think maybe there's some other people who want that.
Yeah.
There might be some other people who want that.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about it off mic. You know. Yeah. But thank you again, Buster, for being here for Transformers Anime.
Yes.
And we got on a big rants, but like, hey, it was real fun.
Yeah.
It was real fun.
Yeah. Fantastic Four was the last thing that we did, and that was a show that none of us had ever seen a moment of. And then we were like, yeah, it was pretty good. It was not that bad. And then this is one of my favorites. So
yeah,
yay.
Transformers does weird things to your brain. Is the big moral of the episode.
Yeah, that's
so true.
People on the internet, don't go on TFW 2005. Everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
don't watch Transformers unless you don't talk to anybody in your life. Don't talk to anybody. Hide your power level. Your power level.
Google Transformer Spike and port reference art.
Yeah, the amount of people that were being out of pocket about Earthspark, you know.
Oh yeah.
Looking at that, you know. Not just on TFW 2005, but elsewhere.
Yeah, no, I saw the grifters.
You know, homophobic and racist and everything about it. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to talk about that. But where can we find you on the internet, Buster?
Yeah, you can find me at the Buster Corp channel, where I do gasp videos on things. So yeah, you can find I just whatever I feel like it. I don't have a specific theme. Sometimes I do tokusatsu. Sometimes I just talk about music videos. I don't know. I just talk about whatever. Yeah. Just go there. I'm also at Blue Sky yapping about memes and shit. I do love reposts on that thing's funny. So yeah, if you like funny things, go follow my Blue Sky or not. I don't know. It's up to choice is yours.
Yeah, Morgan, how about you?
Hello, it's Morgan. You can find me at Girl Next Door on Tumblr. Sorry to energy change. I just had a coughing fit that I was muted for. You can find me at Girl Next Door on Tumblr. I draw, I post art, and I talk nonsense. You can also find me on Blue Sky, where I talk even more nonsense. It gets rough over there. You gotta hurry though, because I heard that Megatron is secretly being used to reverse engineer himself for tech on Blue Sky, and will get his body back and destroy it all. Yeah, so you gotta get over there to follow me now.
Oh, yeah,
Wyatt, where can we find you?
We barely talked about Sorry.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll be real. That's not my.
I feel like that's. I want people to watch the show.
Yeah,
sure.
I think Sorry's arc is fine.
Yeah, and then
it's hard to talk about her without just saying the big spoiler thing. So
yeah, and Fan Zone, I would say, is the only other really big human character, robo racist, etc. But a very entertaining, Detroit police officer guy.
Oh yeah, the entire show takes place in Detroit. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I really love that because that's what I was talking, or I wanted to bring that up in regards to Sorry, where it's she shouldn't she grew up in Detroit. She didn't grow up in India, so she shouldn't have a super thick accent
At Tom Kenny said you could take that.
Yeah, it was I was a first generation immigrant, motherfucker. So that's what this character
Tom Kenny's
is.
I will be doing a racist voice, and if you try to stop me, I'm gonna blow the fuck up.
Yeah, but yeah, just getting that out there before we wrap it up. But all right, you can go on over to the Patreon. It's Only Magic, etc. Oh wait, I had to plug myself. Waz Ranger, WAZP Ranger on Twitter and Blue Sky. Mostly stream consciousness stuff, but I do post about videos I'm doing or podcasts I'm making. So go there, follow me. And if you want to check out the Patreon, It's Only Magic. Donate $3. You get the next episode, which will be on the Mr. Men Show right now. If you're listening to this on YouTube, if you're already on Patreon, thank you so much. And if you want just a little sample platter of Patreon without spending the full $3 to get this show a week early, you can still, just $1 is fine. You get all those mini bonus episodes that I post, as well as Wow Cool Robot, which is me and my friend Wayne going through every single robot in existence. So please check that out. It'll do us a lot of good. But all right, Buster, again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We got to record again. Either later today or tomorrow. I don't know, whichever one you feel is necessary. Because I'll just say right now. Yeah, I'll just say right now. Have not watched. I just woke up, then came on. We started recording, so I have not watched Ghost Suture and Ultraman Omega yet. So we'll have to at least take a break.
Yeah. I mean, I have to watch Omega too. So we'll get to. Yeah. Anyway, we got me and Wyatt do Toku Talkers. I forgot to mention that during my
we do Toku Talkers. Yeah. On the Buster Cord
podcast channel.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so big thumbs up. Join us next time, everybody, as we talk about the Mr. Men Show.
Mr. Men Show?
That's a funny name.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.